This is your driver speaking. Or is it?
Okay, Lianne.
Yes.
So, tell me about you and your relationship with trains.
What have you heard?
I hear you've got a family connection.
Well, not in trains. However, my granddad used to be a bus driver. Then my mum went on to be a bus driver as well, and also a coach driver. And my dad drives buses currently now as well. So I don't know. It must be, I don't know, it just runs in the family, this public transport thing. So I really enjoy when I speak to my granddad. We love speaking about like different bus routes that we've discovered. And I don't know, it just gives us a kick.
Were they disappointed when you didn't go into driving?
No, they know that I still can't drive. So I think they're just waiting until I'm able to. But yeah, no, they're very supportive of this actual path that I've chosen instead.
That's a good place to start, actually. So, because your family, were they quite musical family as well, and were they quite you had quite a cross sort of cultural sort of upbringing, didn't you?
I did. My dad plays instruments. My dad and his brother and sister and mother actually just all played music and all are involved in art in some way. But because my dad was the closest one of those, he he got me a keyboard when I was 7, which kind of got me into playing, and that's how I realised I really enjoyed it. And then my mum is more of she doesn't really play music or sing, but she's a huge music fan. She's very sensitive to music. And I remember growing up just seeing her, like, always just listening to music in headphones or having really loud music coming out of her car. And I would, like, steal her CDs a lot and just, just discover music for myself through my mum, which was really cool. So yeah, I was absorbing a lot of music growing up that, looking back now, it was actually quite a lot.
Who would you say it was sort of your biggest sort of influence? What really made you want to start making music, musically?
I mean, I remember singing for the first time, and it being because of Sister Act 2, the film Sister Act 2, and I just loved Lauryn Hill in the movie. But I don't know where the actual desire to make my own music came from. It just sort of happened one day, because I really enjoyed poetry at school in English, and I also equally really enjoyed music. So I used to write little poems, and then I decided one day to put one of the poems to music, and it became just a sort of hobby of mine, and I really enjoyed doing it. It made me really happy. And so I wrote my first actual song when I was 11, and then I just carried on sort of doing that and playing the piano and singing along. And then when I was 18, I learnt to play the guitar, and I was just hanging out with lots of sort of music types. I don't know, once I'd left school, I don't know, all these just cool people seemed to appear who, could record music and who played drums and bass and guitar. And then I was very influenced by that, and the fact that they were writing songs about their lives and, their own material. And I had heard, Lauryn Hill doing that as well growing up, and Jill Scott. And I don't know, it all sort of just culminated in this.
Because there is a personal sort of element to the music, and it's, quite clearly kind of dedicated to your ex and things like that. How do you feel? If you were to, do you feel that you need that emotional connection to your writing in order for it to be meaningful to you?
I think that's probably necessary for most art, like most expressive arts, because I don't know. I do it because it makes me feel good, and to get a song is the best feeling in the world. I don't know where they come from, or but you get an idea, and then you're blessed with the task of forming it into a piece of music, and that's just the most amazing feeling in the world, and that's what I do it for. And I think I've only ever felt really compelled to make songs when I've got something going on that I want to talk about, and it kind of helps me to decipher it, to make sense of a situation as well. And some songs I'll write the lyrics and then I'll listen, 6 months later, and my life would have changed obviously in that 6 months, and then I'll listen back and think, I don't know, I'll connect with the lyric in a different way. I'll realise what it meant at the time, or it will suddenly have meaning. And equally, there are more literal songs that I will put together because it's fun, and I want to rhyme the words, and I want the rhythm to be right. So yeah, but it's always, I think if there's honesty and emotion in it, then I'm the most happy with it.
So this year has been quite an emotional roller coaster for you. Has this week been the best week ever?
This past week, I don't know. There's been a few amazing weeks in my life that have happened in the last 8 months. But I have to say, yeah, I felt like releasing the album. It just felt like my birthday all week. And then, the day it was released, I felt really happy. And then the day after it was released, it's like you're going to your aunties who live far away and you're going to get more presents. And then it just keeps giving. I'm just thrilled with the release. And I'm just so happy to talk about the album and play the songs and all that stuff. So, yeah, it has been one of the most exciting and busy but fulfilling weeks of my life.
So you seem to really enjoy yourself last night. Do you think you'll be able to keep the energy levels up tonight?
I think definitely. This is the biggest show that I've done in London, and probably ever, for my own music, where people could buy tickets. So to do 2 nights here at Village Underground it's just a really special and exciting thing for us. And yeah, last night we were just extremely excited, and just kind of like buzzing off the energy of the crowd. So I think tonight we'll be just as excited, but at least we'll know what we're doing a bit more tonight, and hopefully we'll deliver another good show. And I felt the energy of the crowd last night was definitely making the experience complete for me. They were lovely. So yeah,